Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this website here called Brandafy. Maybe you saw this ad on Google or Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, and you're wondering, should you be able to use their service to launch your own Shopify dropshipping store, okay? So let's talk about this service right here. What is it all about? Can this help you to make money? How does dropshipping work, and is it the right business model for you? Okay. Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite strategy to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month, minimum 100% from home, all you need to do is just click the link below, and I will send you that strategy straight to your email if you would like. Okay. Now, Brandafy is a pretty cool service, honestly. Like, I like done for you services as long as it makes sense for your business, it saves you time, and it's not too expensive. That's the big caveat here, right? Most done for you services cost in the range of $5,000 to $30,000. But the great thing about Brandafy is that it's only $17. It's very, very cheap, right? Because these guys are obviously experts. They've got templates, so they can build your store for only $17, which is ridiculous if you think about it, right? So the only people that should consider this service is somebody that is already going to be in the dropshipping industry, or you know, you're just getting started in dropshipping, or you already own a dropshipping business, right? And you just want to, you know, expand to maybe a different niche inside of dropshipping, because you could, you know, build out lots of different stores, right? So you could build out, for example, a jewelry store, a pet store, hair extension store, baby store, footwear store, fitness products. You get the idea, right? Now, what Brandafy is going to help you to do is they're going to help you to create the store. Okay, so only the store. So something that looks like this. Now, this could take you a week or weeks in order for you to set this up, because Shopify is a very, very tricky software to use. It's actually not very user friendly. If you don't have a step-by-step training that shows you exactly how to set up your store, you're going to struggle to create your store and set it up with the right settings and features in the right way. Okay, so Brandafy is going to help you to set that up, and they can do it in a couple of days. You get your store literally in 24 hours, 48 hours, I think it is, right? And it's only $17. It's ridiculous, okay? And their guarantee is if you don't make money within the first 2 months, then you're going to get your refund back on your $17, which, I mean, come on guys, $17 to create a store. If you can't even afford that, you shouldn't be running your dropshipping business, because we'll talk about that in a minute. Dropshipping requires a lot of money to get started, okay? So if you've never created a dropshipping business, then keep watching this video, because I'm going to reveal some stuff which might scare you a little bit about dropshipping, okay? Now, so first of all, the Brandafy service is great. $17, it's very cheap. They've got a guarantee in 2 months. If you don't make money from your shop, they're going to return your $17 if you really do need your $17 back, right? Okay. And it saves you, I would say, days and weeks of work, especially if you're not a very techie person and you don't really know how to use Shopify. But the thing that you need to understand is what Brandafy doesn't do is they don't help you to market your business. They don't help you to pick your products. They don't help you to do all the back end. They don't, you know, help you to do any lead generation, pay-per-click marketing. They don't teach you how to focus in on the right listings. They don't teach you how to set up your customer service, your virtual assistants. Nothing at all. All they do, I mean, it's $17. What can you expect, right? All they do is it's a done-for-you service that will help you to set up your store, the way it looks, the feel, and connect the products. That's it. Okay? Very, very basic. That's their service. You still need to learn how to do everything else that we spoke about. Now let's talk about that for a minute, right? So nothing really wrong with Brandafy. It's a great service if you already know what you're doing in dropshipping, right? I've owned a dropshipping business before. I shut it down, and I shut it down for the reasons that I'm going to talk about with you right now, right? Dropshipping is a very, very difficult way to make full-time income. It doesn't mean that you can't. You can, and there are millionaires who own several dropshipping businesses, right? But this is the way that dropshipping works, okay? You find a product online, and then you build your store, which Brandafy will help you do for very cheap, $17. But the thing about dropshipping is that you have to spend a lot of money on paid ads, okay? So Facebook ads, Google shopping ads, YouTube advertising, maybe Google search ads, right? And so you need a big budget for advertising. At least I would say $1,000 to $3,000 US a month minimum, every single month, in order for you to drive the right amount of traffic to your Shopify store. Once the ads are up, people see your store, you created it on Brandafy, people will come to your shop and they will either buy your products or not. And that's where the complicated part of dropshipping is. You have to find the right products that people want to buy in order for you to be profitable, and your ads can't be too expensive, otherwise you're not really going to make any money. Okay? Then the next step is when somebody buys the product from your store, you need to then buy it from your supplier, from a cheaper e-commerce website, and then enter your customer's details, and then they will send it from their website to your customer wherever they are in the world. Thailand, Taiwan, Singapore, the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. You get the idea, okay? Now, if there's something wrong with the product, then you're going to handle all the customer service. So imagine this, if you're selling hundreds of products every day, not every month, okay, every day, you are definitely going to have some customer service issues, which means that you have to handle all the customer service, or you're going to have to hire a virtual assistant to help you to manage all the customer service for you. That is an additional cost, that is an additional time. If you don't hire a virtual assistant, you're going to be working 18 hours a day, because that's just the way it is. That's the dropshipping business. You own the products, you own the brand, so you have to handle all the customer service, and the only way that you can get to the big income goals, 10, 20, 30,000 US dollars profit, not revenue, profit a month, is if you sell hundreds of units per day. It is a low profit, high volume game. That's how Shopify works, okay? So you make very, very little money on your products because you can't charge people exorbitant fees for selling a blouse or, you know, a kitty lamp or a fidget spinner. You get the idea, right? Because you have to buy the physical product from, you know, another cheaper supplier. And that's the dropshipping game. Now, here's the big problem with dropshipping. The problem with dropshipping is that because the profit margins are so small, it doesn't give you much area. There's no wiggle room. You know, we're talking like 15%, 20% profit margins. That's if you're lucky. If you're unlucky and you're not running your dropshipping business well, then that profit gets eaten up very, very quickly. Okay, so there are a lot of costs involved, there's a lot of moving parts, but the profit is very small, and that's why dropshipping is a very, very tough business. Now, can you make it successful? You can, but it's like pushing a boulder up a mountain, okay? So what I want to mention is that Brandafy is just one service that will help you to kickstart your dropshipping business. I highly recommend it because it's only 17 bucks, it's cheap, and it's going to save you probably a few days or weeks of putting together your dropshipping store. But what they don't do, like I mentioned earlier, is they don't help you do any of the other stuff that we spoke about. The ads, the customer service, the product strategy, the refining of the product strategy, the virtual assistants that you have to hire. They don't cover any of that. That stuff you need to learn 100% on your own. You're gonna have to probably invest in a dropshipping course that will probably cost you between $1,000 to $3,000. And then you have to learn how to do this properly. So you need at least $5,000 in order to start your dropshipping business, okay? It's possible, but you know, me being an old dropshipping business owner, I still think it's one of the worst ways to make money on the internet. It's very difficult, it's very expensive, too many moving parts, you have to hire a team, profit margins are way too small, and the volume is way too high in order for you to really make big money. We're talking about, you know, tens of thousands of product sales a month that you have to handle, customer service. I mean, it's a nightmare, right? Now, don't get me wrong, you can still do it, and there's still people doing it very successfully, but that is 100% up to you whether you want to build that kind of business. But coming back to Brandafy, great service if you really, in your heart of hearts, want to start a dropshipping business, okay? So you can check it out, brandafy.com if you want. All right, cool service right here. If you're watching this video right now, maybe your heart is not set on dropshipping. Maybe you want to make money online. Maybe you understand that starting a business is a smart thing to do, smartest thing that you can probably do for your life, right? Learn how to generate income from your own sources. Don't rely on a job. Don't rely on your 9 to 5. Don't rely on your career, because that is a slow way to build wealth, right? Build a business, but maybe you don't really know what business to build. Maybe you're still in research mode. Maybe you understand that the internet is the right place to go to. You should be making money online. Maybe even start it as a side hustle and then create a full-time income later on, right? But you're smart to think that. Maybe, but you don't know exactly what you want to do. And I've been online for over 14 years right now. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've made millions online. And still till today, my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars every single month minimum is only one particular strategy, right? High profit, low volume, very affordable, more affordable than dropshipping, much simpler. You don't have to handle any customer service. You don't need virtual assistants. It is still, I think, the best strategy for most people to get started with. If you want to get the free training from that, just go ahead and click the link below and I will send you that strategy for free directly to your email. You can check that out if you want. I hope you enjoyed this review of Brandafy. Check it out, pretty cool service, very affordable. Otherwise, I will see you on another review. Take care.